It's December 19th, 2020. I'm at my short-term rental in Novato, California. It's midnight. I'm awake again. My head feels like it's floating above itself. My throat is constricted, my heart is pounding, and my thoughts are racing. What's wrong with you? Why can't you just figure this out? I don't know why I can't figure this out. I don't know why I can't get rid of this pain. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about what I might write in letters to my loved ones. How did I get here? I'm 6 years old and I'm home sick from school doing my favorite thing, watching Black entertainment television, BET. I'm in New City, New York. It's a beautiful sunny day and all is well in my world. A commercial comes on. They're asking for $1 a day for the starving kids in Africa. Picture after picture of Black child, Black baby, swollen bellies, chapped lips, sunken eyes, cloths for underwear, no shoes. I don't know how to help them. I'm 6. I don't have $1 a day. How can I get $1 a day? Where can I find money to help them? I don't understand how to help them. I feel helpless. I changed the channel. It's National Geographic and my favorite series is on. The one where you learn about the salmon that do the life-threatening swim upstream to lay their eggs, and the grizzly bears are waiting for them. Most of the salmon do not make this swim, so many of the bears don't get to eat. They don't get to feed their cubs. I can do something about this. I am now protesting everywhere I go about the salmon. Please stop buying salmon. Do you know that the grizzly bears need food? I'm standing at the fish counter. Stop buying salmon. The grizzly bears need to eat. But nobody is listening to me. They are laughing at me. Why is nobody listening to me? Don't you know that we have to stop buying salmon? The fog takes over my head. My throat starts to constrict. My heart is pounding and the thoughts start coming. Stop being so sensitive, Tami. I'm 17 years old and I'm now in Jerusalem, Israel. It's Friday afternoon and you can feel the city getting ready for Shabbat. There is just a beautiful peace. I'm walking to synagogue with my friends. We walk in to the most beautiful synagogue, stained glass windows everywhere. It's like a personal light show for us. The organ starts playing and this woman starts singing. Lecha dodi likrat kala. My favorite Shabbat song. I feel so happy, so present. I feel so connected to everything around me. It is the most beautiful experience. I promise myself in this moment that I'm going to do this all the time and I'm going to come back here. We leave. I am so nourished. But later that night, I'm laying in bed and there's fear gripping my chest. I'm still recovering from being on the March of the Living a month prior in Poland and having Molotov cocktails thrown at me and being told to go home, that I'm a dirty Jew, or waking up as a child with swastikas on the driveway. Growing up knowing intimately the details of the Holocaust because my grandparents survived it. And being terrified that if I make the wrong decision, God won't love me. My head starts getting dizzy, my throat starts to constrict. My mind starts racing. This is so stupid, Tami. I'm now 28 years old. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. It's my first semester of graduate school. I'm becoming a social worker. I'm in my favorite class, somatic therapy. My teacher knows I'm in this whole program because I want to be a somatic therapist. After class, she offers me a job to join a pilot program that they're doing for immigrant and refugee families and children. A week later, I'm driving to my first client. It's an Indian family. I ring the bell, I walk into the building. The whole building smells like cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, it's chai. I get to the door of my client's house. They open the door. The mother had been making chai and donuts for me all morning, and she made me a beautiful red necklace. She invites me in to sit down. I freeze. A week prior, I'm signing paperwork with my agency, ensuring that I will not break the social work code of ethics. That means I'm not allowed to take gifts or take food from my clients. I know in this moment, if I don't step in, this will not be a client. So I have to make a choice. I step in. This was the best decision I ever made because chai is my favorite drink. This was the best chai I ever had, and it was not $8. But what unfolded was beautiful connection, and we started our beautiful journey of healing together. I get back to the office, and my boss calls me into the office. There have been a series of incidences reported to her, letting her know that I've been breaking the code of ethics. And she tells me this is going to be a problem. I cannot promise her that I will not do this again. Our disagreements get too great, I leave that job. But if you know me, you know that I am not a quitter. So I find another job. I'm at the other agency, 45 clients on my caseload. I'm a somatic trauma therapist. Now there's 2 kids with autism on my caseload. I go to my supervisor's office and I say, this is not ethical. I am not qualified to treat these children. She says, well, it's better that they don't have any care at all. And I say, I don't think that that's true. Is there a training maybe this agency can send me to? And she says, here's a book, Educate Yourself. My head starts to get dizzy, my throat constricts, my heart is pounding, and my mind starts racing. This is hopeless, Tami, stop. So I'm starting to understand how I got here. My head is always hurting. I am exhausted. I am running from doctor to doctor because I want someone to tell me what is wrong. But nobody gives me the diagnosis of what's actually happening. A severely dysregulated nervous system and a profound spiritual crisis. I'm in a big room. It's pretty dark. And they tell me to use my breath to ground myself. So I'm trying to breathe, but I'm choking because the smell of sage is choking me. I'm in an ayahuasca ceremony. In front of me, I see the face of the curandera. It's 8 p.m. She starts calling us up one by one to drink our medicine and share our intention. It's my turn. I kneel down in front of her, and she says, would you like to share your intention? I feel that fog over my head. My face is flush. But somehow I muster the words. Please help remove this fog around my head. Please help me remember how to trust myself. And please help me remember how to love my life again. I wish that I could tell you that fixed me. But it doesn't work like that. But what I did get was profound unconditional love. I felt hope. And what I got was insight and vision. And I got a mission now to go into my life and take this and make it a reality. And so I did. Hi, I'm Tami Sassone. I am a psychotherapist, a somatic soul weaver. I am queer and I am neurodivergent. The work that I get to do in this world is I get to help people live from the truth that is deep in their bodies and their souls, and not just live from it. Continuously create the conditions in their lives for those truths to express as medicine for themselves and as medicine for this world. You see, when I was 6, this was about my sensitivity. I learned that this was the worst, most burdensome, horrible thing about me. So I made it my mission to become strong. Not the good kind of strong, the kind of strong where you are dead on the inside and thriving on the outside. The kind of strong where wherever you go, everyone tells you how inspiring you are, and all you're saying from the inside is, I'm dead on the inside. I now know that I am strong, but it's actually my sensitivity that is my greatest strength. My ability to feel this world, the empathy that I hold, is actually my greatest gift. So now I'm like the soft kind of strong, the mushy kind of strong, the kind where I share my feelings freely and I relentlessly go after what I believe in. But it's not just about that. For myself and for the people that I work with, we continuously create the conditions. We get to choose what our life feels like, tastes like, smells like, looks like. We have control over those conditions that allow these parts of us to express and to live fully into this world, to give us what we need and to give this world what it deeply needs. When I was 17, it was about spirituality. I thought spirituality was about fundamentalist religion. I certainly didn't believe that something bigger than me had my back. And I certainly did not feel safe enough to turn my life and my trust over to that. Spirituality to me today, it actually means belonging and connection. When we feel like we belong, we are connected to something, and that gives us the strength to step fully forward as who we are into our lives. And I know that because I have the audacity to stand here in front of you today and tell you my story because I know it matters. When we feel disconnected from ourselves and from the world around us, we have no choice but to hide. We have no choice but to go back inside of ourselves and try to become the strong that actually ends up killing us and taking our life force. When I was 28, this was about systems. I didn't know at 28 years old that I didn't have to listen to that. I didn't know that I could trust my instinct that relationships and bodies are actually the way forward. Now, my life, personally and professionally, is committed to centering the experiences of bodies and how those bodies relate to the world. Because within our bodies, we have wisdom, experience, difference. We contain multitudes. And we need what lives in our bodies as creative solutions to create a world that works for everyone. This is how we step outside of the systems that we live in. And this is the work for us all. I am Tami, and now I know exactly how I got here.
Yeah!